Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And we're coming off the heels of two big pay-per-views from last weekend, WWE's WWE's Night of Champions and AEW's Double or Nothing. And, of course, now that we've had the week to digest it, and more importantly, Dave Meltzer's had the week to digest it, he released his star ratings this past a couple days ago in his Wrestling Observer newsletter. Of course, yesterday here at Friendo Club Wrestling, Larson reacted to the WWE Night of Champions star ratings, and I believe you got, I mean, if we're doing this by like who's guessing these the best, you got one, I think,
right on, but many of them I was pretty close.
You got them really close. With
the exception of Cody and Brock, which Dave gave a wildly outlandish star rating.
Outlandishly low, I agree.
No, outlandishly
4
high.
stars.
You should have cut that star rating in half and then been more
new
accurate
record
reflection
7
of the match,
stars
because
what it should have been.
It was almost a dog shit match.
Okay, we're not here to talk about how great Cody Rhodes is. Let's talk about how dog shit AEW Double or Nothing is. Although I suspect that if I went exclusively by the Wrestling Observer, it probably was not a dog shit show.
So he's got an important caveat here before the star ratings. It is as follows. These star ratings are based on live, and that's very different from watching it on pay-per-view because he was live in attendance. He says, usually I watch it back, but with so much going on this week, there was no time to do so.
So, interestingly enough, everybody that tweeted about the show in attendance had a much more positive response to the crowd that was there.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's good to know. I appreciate you giving me, the full context of his star ratings.
Because it's important. Context is important when analyzing any review.
Yes.
Because how you ingest whatever you're reviewing plays a role in your thoughts on it.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
We'll start with the buy-in here. Kickoff show match was Hook and the Hardys taking on Ethan Page and the Guns. And this is what Dave had to say about this one. This was the pre-show match with the story that if the Hardys team won, then Page would have his contract owned by Matt. This was Jeff's first match in 11 months since his last DUI. He didn't look good, and the match went too long.
2.5.
1 3/4.
Wow.
Not a fan of this one.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even know what I got it. I gave it. I don't even know what I did with my star ratings.
I don't know.
What's the next match?
Next match. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
For the Battle Royal for the international title.
Okay.
That's what Dave had to say. This was great. Tony Khan laid the entire match out. Of the 21, when they came out, the biggest pops were for Jay White and Cassidy, who seemed like the crowd saw them at a different level.
He used the word great. It's a battle royal. I'm going to say 3 3/4.
4 1/4.
What? Oh my gosh. So maybe great means the floor is 4. Although he said great for the time with the Gunther Ali match, and it was less than 4, but barely.
But if that match had gotten 4 minutes, then maybe.
So this got the extra quarter because Tony Khan laid it all out.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, could
seemingly. All right. Get ready for this one, Steve.
I feel like because there's how many matches here?
10.
Okay. I feel like I need to get like 2 right to best you because you got 1 right, but there's more matches here.
All right, next. Adam.
Plus you got really close to the other ones.
Next, Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho. This match was garbage.
This was garbage.
On TV, this match was garbage. So this is what Dave had to say. The work was good, but the crowd wasn't into it. There were a few problems.
3.5.
3 1/4.
Oh,
how do you give this match 3 1/4? This match was dog shit.
Yeah, okay, but the work was good. That is the difference in philosophy. Like because I had said I think I gave it 3 stars.
Yeah, I think you did.
And that was my reasoning. The work was good. And people in the comments were giving me a little bit of static, not like being rude or anything, but it's like, who cares if the work was good? The match was bad, which is a valid point.
My point.
But I look at Chugs and I love Chugs, and he went through that table.
Man, I love Chugs too.
All right, well, I'm just trying to give Chugs some Steve love, is all I'm saying.
I understand that, but I'm gonna keep it real here. The match is garbage. I'm gonna say it's garbage.
All right, well, Dave and I didn't think it was garbage.
Yeah, Meltzer didn't think it was garbage. Next up, Jay Lethal, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, ain't he great? versus FTR.
Yeah.
That's what Dave had to say.
Okay.
The crowd loved FTR, but the match didn't have much heat most of the way. With all the interference and shenanigans, it did have great heat by the end. Which is pretty much what we said.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said. I'll say 3.5.
4 stars.
What?
I know.
How are you going to say the match? Look, that's awesome. I love that Double J. It never runs an FTR match. They're never going to get under 4 stars.
Yeah.
But how are you going to say the match had no heat except at the end and then give it 4 stars?
Doesn't make much sense, does it?
Oh, my God. This is one of those moments. That's my reaction. Mind blown on this one.
I know. It was that and the Jericho one, especially that one, 4 stars. I was like, what? That's 3.5 at best.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if that match happened in WWE, if it was the Revival versus Jarrett and Lethal, it would have been 3 stars.
You're correct. Next, Wardlow versus Christian Cage for the TNT title. Not a whole lot of editorializing here from Dave. He just says here at the end, the crowd was far more into Wardlow at the end than he's been over in a while.
The rest is just descriptions.
Yeah. It literally starts off with Christian did a plancha into the ladder. That's how the review kicks off.
But like, what's the editorial? Like, come on, Dave. Yeah, and what?
No,
like,
nothing.
It was cool.
Nothing.
It was hella cool.
Wardlow is over the end of this match more than he's been in a while. That's the editorializing, Steve.
Dude, look, in my opinion, this is clearly a 4-star match. It sounds like Meltzer didn't really give a shit about it. I'm going to say 3 3/4.
Ding, ding, ding. Steve got it right on the dot.
I got one, baby.
There you go.
Right. There we go.
Next here, Jamie Hayter defending the AEW Women's Championship against Toni Storm.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Dave had to say. Not a whole lot of editorializing here, but some context. Again, context is important.
Yeah.
Hayter has been injured. There was some questioning as late as the day before over whether she'd be able to go. Basically, it was described as this was Hayter doing what Thunder Rosa didn't and just coming to lose the title.
Damn. On top of that, it's women, so like he always rates them lower. I'll say 2.
1.25.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if it was dudes, he'd give it 2.25. Next match,
trios titles match. The Acclaim challenging House of Black for the trios belts. This is what Dave had to say here. Gosh darn fly. This was an open challenge, and Acclaimed and Gunn were never announced for the match, but fans pretty much knew, and it had been built up for weeks.
That's the only editorializing? That's just historical context.
Yes, I know.
It was a really good match, and I think Dave likes all these guys. I'm going to say he gave it 4.
3.25.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He rated that like a WWE match. Wow.
Did.
Okay.
Next up,
interesting. Yeah.
for the TBS title, Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie. Dave said...
this one he didn't rate, right?
No, that's the Statlander one he did.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is a real match, yeah.
So Dave said the crowd was very into this at the start. Surprising since for all they say about Cargill's presence for pay-per-view matches generally get no reaction. What's that, Dave?
I don't know what that really means. I'm going to say, I don't know, that's weird editorializing. That means he got a reaction. I'd say he gave it as much as 3.25.
2.75.
2.75. Okay. Well, there you go.
And as mentioned, no rating for Statlander versus Cargill. It was all of 40 seconds long.
Yeah, okay.
Although he did say the crowd went nuts for all of this.
Well, there you go. Come on. Sack up, Dave. Rate the damn
Well,
thing.
here he actually doubled down on how much the crowd went nuts. He says the crowd went nuts for this, and confetti all fell into the ring. The crowd went nuts for all of this.
Oh, and the confetti. Okay,
and the confetti, yes. So next, AEW title match, 4 pillars, MJF, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. This looks like, so he talks about Sammy and Ty announcing the pregnancy. Not really any editorializing here. It's just pretty much just a recap. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he has to give this 4.5. It was a killer match, and it's got a bunch of people he loves.
It's 4.5. Your final.
Yeah.
4 3/4.
So close. So close. All right.
Next, finally, Anarchy in the Arena, Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite. He says, this was insane from start to finish, just like last year.
Stop. 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars. This match was nowhere as good as one last year, though.
Look, all I got to know about last year's is the match that Eddie Kingston came down with a can of gasoline, and that alone gives it 5 stars.
That's a 5-star match.
He tried to light a man on fire, and it was awesome.
Actually, not sorry, Dave. This is not a 5-star match.
Wasn't. Yeah, I don't agree with it getting 5 stars. I think I gave this a really good rating.
I think I gave it 4 or 4.5. I think I gave it 4.
Yeah, I think I gave the Pillars match
4.5. I think we both did 4.5. Or did you give it 5?
And then this was 4. I think I gave. I don't know. Next time I'll have my shit next to me. But we all rated this pretty good.
Yeah.
The Pillars match I rated better than this match.
Yeah, same.
Largely for the finish.
Yeah.
Because the finish was confusing. So I got 2 right. I feel like you got closer in general, but I got 2 ding ding dings. So I guess I win Weekend of Champions.
Fine.
Yeah. Anyways, let us know, you guys, what were your reactions? But here's the thing. I want the comments to exclusively be emojis with your reactions to the entirety of Dave Meltzer's AEW.
I thought you were going to say you want the emojis to be reactions to our reactions.
No, I want to be there. I want them to participate with us. I want them to give us their reactions only in emote form or emoji, whatever they call them.
Emojis.
Yeah, so I don't know words. No words. Mm-mm. Just use silly faces or whatever other emotes they got.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Later.
Bye.